Hello and welcome back to my channel. I was asked recently what some things are that I recommend for decreasing stress levels within myself and other people, and what are some of those things that I do personally to control my own stress level and anxiety, basically. So this video is just going to be some really key things that have made a huge difference in my life that I want to share with people, because that's what I do. I share with people really cool things that have just made my life better. It's super funny because when I talk about like this desire that I have to make a difference in the world and get out there and work with people to just make their lives better, I have to give some credit back to this thing I started doing in, I'm going to say, December. And it's super weird, but like everything in my life has kind of snowballed from this one thing I started doing. And that one thing I started doing was sleep meditation. Yeah, crazy. It's just like, it's such a simple little thing. But I immediately can start seeing a difference and kind of seeing myself backslide when I stop doing this. So it's very important that on a regular basis, if not like nightly, but at least every other night, I make sure to turn on my sleep meditation. And I'm going to link down below my favorite one, and his name, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this properly, Dachi Meditations. Amazing. And he has so many topics. Right now I'm kind of balancing between the one that talks about like self-love and you are enough and the weight loss one. Right now, a big thing that I'm doing to just kind of work on my mindset and reduce my stress level is to really take care of myself and really honor what I'm putting into my body as things that make me feel good. I've mentioned kind of in my previous video about how food impacts your body a bit, but I have a ton of food sensitivities, and when I eat foods that are on the list of things that I shouldn't eat, what happens in my body is what is called a stress response. And it is a physical stress response that actually transfers into, because it always does, it's the same hormone, cortisol is a stress hormone. So it transfers obviously into your mind and just can increase like your base stress level. When I choose not to feed my body well, I am in this constant battle with myself and the self-talk and the correction of the mindset that I have all day long, because when I eat the wrong things, my brain just becomes cloudy, it becomes anxious, and anxious obviously is anxiety, so that's not fun. So one of the most important things that I do for myself to reduce my stress is to put the foods in my body that fuel it properly and don't cause a reaction within my system. And one of the perks of that is obviously I want to feel good about myself, and I want to, you can call me vain, I don't care. I think that self-love is important. And when I'm able to look in the mirror and really like what I'm seeing, that also works really well for my mindset. So losing weight for mental health and for, well, I guess it's all mental health really for me. So we'll just call it losing weight for mental health. Eating good food. Fueling your body with healthy food that works for your body. That's my second tip. That was a long one. The third tip I have is gratitude journaling. And This is really important because we often can forget all of the amazing things that we have been given in our life. We focus often on things that maybe are not so good. It's really easy to put your energy into what the media is telling you and what other people are telling you with what's wrong in the world. You get a phone call from a family member that says, hey, did you hear so-and-so sick? Or hey, and yeah, there's always going to be really hard things in our lives, but there is always really amazing things. And it's important for us to be grateful for those things. And when you choose to live your life from this place of gratitude and thankfulness and appreciation for what the universe has provided you, you will actually just train your brain to see more of the good in the world and more of the wonderful things that are around us. If you make a point to walk around and find a beautiful flower every day and say thank you for letting me see that, you'll start to see many beautiful flowers. And that's just the way the mind works. But if you choose to see the litter, you're just going to see more litter, and the world is just going to be dirty. So you make a choice, and the gratitude practice is one that just really helps you stay grounded in this, I guess, rose-colored glasses world. Not even, because the reality is that we're all more blessed than we want to, not want, but often admit to ourselves. One of the other really cool things that I do every day is actually something I do with my children before bed, and we do bedtime affirmations. So I just basically have my kids repeat after me statements like, I am special, I am kind, I am loved, I am courageous, I am lucky, I am blessed. And every night it's different ones, but I think the really important thing is that, like, I'm saying it out loud with them, so I'm getting the benefit. And I don't know necessarily that at literally 25 months old that they really understand what we're doing or understand what we're saying, but it makes them smile because I'm smiling and Dad's smiling, and we're all having this moment together where we're affirming basically how great our lives are. So affirmations would have to definitely be on the list of things that reduce stress. And then my final tip, I guess, for tonight of things that reduce stress for me would be definitely dreaming, daydreaming, future dreaming, scripting, having conversations with my husband about what would we do when, or when we win the lottery, what's going to happen, or when money's not an option, what are we going to do with our lives, or what does retiring look like? And we often have these conversations about what we want from the world. If money wasn't an option, where would we be living, right? Or when money isn't an option, where would we buy a house? What's this ideal scenario that we both have and we dream together about life? And through that, we create, it is create. Like, we're creating this world that we want to live in. And because this is the world that we want to live in, we're going to see the opportunities that help us to actually get to that world. And that's really pretty cool. So when, like, things start falling into place, like, we can just look at each other, and sometimes we totally have them, like, yeah, this is happening. This is happening for us. And it's a little bit of law of attraction. I think law of attraction talks a lot about you just need to put out what you want into the world and believe it's going to happen for yourself and let it happen. So I try to have those conversations or thoughts quite a bit and lie in bed at night and dreaming, right? I am dreaming about what being a successful life coach looks like and what the impact I can have on the world is. And I know that one day that's going to happen, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do to make that happen for myself, or for everybody really that wants to be part of this, but I just believe it's going to happen. So I'm going to continue to make videos and make blogs and talk about what's going on in my world and help you guys out, and stop saying "and" because that's no fun. But you get my drift. So those are my 5 tips that I have today to reduce stress that really work for me. And because I can do whatever I want in these videos, I'm going to go for actually one more tip, because it's actually been really helpful for me this week, and I am so grateful that it is summer. So just taking 15 minutes to go and lay in the sun and just close your eyes and absorb the warmth and the energy that the sun has to offer, and just make a whole bunch of vitamin D. We're really lucky in the summer that we can do that. Anybody who gets to do that year round, you are super lucky. But you probably also have giant spiders, so I don't know. Take your pick. I'll take cold winters because I could always go to a tanning bed, right? Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Well, I hope that you enjoyed those 5+1 tips to just reduce your stress levels and really focus on self-care with yourself so that you can be just the best you that you can be mentally every day, and that you're just set up and prepared to handle whatever life wants to throw at you, because you never know. It's different every day, right? Anyways, I'm gonna sign out and say good night, good morning, see you later, subscribe, like this video, do all the things. See you next time.